Alright, so I just finished playing the gig, and that was a great gig. Right now, because I have a little time in between gigs, I'm going to read through the comments, and that usually entertains me, and I hope it entertains you as well. So I'm going to start at the top. And if you've been reading, or if you've been watching, rather, then a lot of folks tuned into my stream, so thank you for joining, thank you for commenting and subscribing. Aubrey Toka says hi. Hi, Aubrey. Eusebe Vela says hi. Vika Seth says amazing. GRGMCD 2025 says I'll subscribe. Thank you very much for subscribing. Let's see, Xset, what a name. Xset Jiggy FN says hi. Thank you for joining. Zaleman15 says, can you play Runaway by Kanye West? That one is on my list, but my list is super long, so I make no guarantee as when that's going to happen. Rain says, wouldn't hurt to smile. All in good time, all in good time. Sometimes it's not appropriate to smile. But point is taken. James says hi. Thank you, James. Grant says I subbed. Thank you for subscribing. Jobo the Bozo says, can you do Bohemian Rhapsody? I need to work on that one, but that's a fun one. Rain says yeah. Grant says hi. James says I'm vibing to this right now. Thank you, James. Let's see. Rain says this sounds fun. Zaleman15 asks if I can play Runaway by Kanye West 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. James says no. Thank you for answering, James. He's playing way better stuff than that. Oh my goodness. Well, I have no judgment against playing songs that I don't know, because I think that it's important to expand one's repertoire and kind of try a lot of different things. I haven't played Runaway yet, though. Rain says jazz. Yes, I do jazz. James says he's playing the old stuff. I do a lot of the old stuff because I play at retirement communities, and I go where my audience is. It looks like Zaleman15 and James are arguing, but not really. They're being respectful. That's good. That's beautiful, nice jazz. Thank you. Let's see. Just hear that music. Sorry. Christmas songs. Yeah, I got a request for a Christmas song today, and I declined respectfully. Rain says, wow, that's dramatic. Emerald says, ooh, nice song. Said, hi, thank you for subscribing, Emerald. I appreciate you. Jay Snar says, just subscribed, keep playing, you're quite talented. Thank you, Jay Snar. Meeksu 2001 says, what's the name of the song? Meeksu 2001, I'm sorry, I don't know what song I was playing when you commented that. So I'm reading through the comments now. I just finished playing the piano. Mariano Trumpet, thumbs up, thank you for the thumbs up. Exotic says, looks complicated, sounds really good. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Bob says, awesome. Exotic says, you should try Rick and Morty jazz theme. It reminds me of this, and it was one of my hardest songs to learn. Interesting. Okay, I'm a busy dude. I play a lot of piano shows, but one thing that I've never gotten into, and y'all don't hate me for this, and it's not because I don't want to, it's because I haven't set aside the time or carved the time out for myself, is I never got into Rick and Morty. But I really want to, because it seems like really good writing to me. It seems like really smart and bold and funny and hilarious, and so I'd want to get into that. Minecraft Fun said hi, thank you. Nut D's says, do Green Hill Zone, hi. I actually did it. I hope that you heard it, because I saw it, I saw the request, and I thought it was appropriate at the time, and I had a little bit of creative space to do that, so I did Green Hill Zone Sonic tune. That was fun. Lucy Green says, wow, this is amazing. I play piano too, and I loved hearing this. Please play more. Thank you. Play The Solid Old Man. I don't know that one, Lucy Green. Gorilla Gamer 2743 says, me sub. Thank you. Nut D's says, dang, this guy is such a cool guy. Oh, you're making me blush. Thank you. Rai Hakai says, I just subbed, thank you. Manny Rodriguez says, thanks. Tony2 Lost says, bro's the most chill piano guy I have ever seen. Ha, thank you. That's a nice thing to say. Thank you. Tony2 Lost says, you just warned a sub, man. I think you mean earned a subscribe. I think that's what that means. So cool, thank you. Curious About Life says, already subbed. Thank you. Another request for Green Hill Zone. Your Spotify playlist is literal Dipe, man. I don't know what that means. Somebody please translate for me. Hats off to you, bros locked in hard. So I guess literal dipe was a compliment, I guess. Nut D says, yo, this guy's the best. I think that must have been when I played Green Hill Zone, that request. I only played one request from the chat today. Zedekiah says, you're very talented. Thank you. Tony 2 Lost says, strongly agree. Nut D says, agreed. Talented. Wow. Do Starlight Zone. I didn't see that one. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Charlie DeWesser said, hi. Thank you. Mr. Clean, is that you? No, this is Walter White. Nut D is very, very talented. You can request any song to him. Can you do Claire de Lune? I actually do know that one. That could have worked, but I missed it. Scott Joplin I saw, but I was towards the end of my set and I was just finishing up, so sorry about that. Couldn't play that. Can you do Reverie? Not off the top of my head. Thank you, Natural Business, for your request, though. MSys290. Let's see what else. Estemo says, you got skills, man. I just seen you while scrolling. I seen this live and I scrolled and came back because your piano skills are incredible. Estemo, thank you very much. Thank you. Glitchy says, this is actually so cool. Compare Jose says, Canon in D, please. I missed that one. I get requests for that one sometimes, usually on my Saturday night gigs. Saturday night, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's my hotel gig. Blue G Wahhabita retracted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. Weird. Thank you for joining anyways. Miles Lemond says, trash. But just kidding, you too good. Okay. Atef Hanuf says, bro, you got the skills, thank you. Dexus1 says, hi Tim, nice playing, have a good day. Thank you, Dexus1. Thank you for joining and subscribing, everybody. My friend Quinicon, thank you for joining again. It's good to see you. Hope that you're doing very well. Let's see. M. Milda Editor says, hey bro, can you play Howl's Moving Castle next? That would be awesome. I do like that one. That's a beautiful tune. I do like Howl's Moving Castle. Clarinet CCB says, Brazil. Are you asking for the song, or are you asking if I'm from Brazil? I am from the United States, Tennessee in particular, but today I'm in Arkansas. Scatterbrained, have you ever thought of actually trying to do something for subs? Yes, that's why I started live streaming my piano shows. Karen Anderson, George Costanza. Hey, you know Marissa Tomei is attracted to short, bald men. Scat Rat says, how you feel about Pooh Shiesty being from Memphis? That's an interesting question. Look, Memphis is Memphis. How do I feel about someone being from Memphis? That doesn't make any sense to me. If you're from Memphis, you're from Memphis. If you're not, you're not. You are where you're from. You're from where you're from. And that's just what it is. You take responsibility for your own actions and try to influence your community and your environment as much as you can. But there's a lot that's out of your hands. Influence is within your hands to a certain degree. Your words and your actions are under your influence. And that's it. You know, if Pooh Shiesty is from Memphis, hey, you know, more power. I feel about Pooh Shiesty being from Memphis. I feel about Pooh Shiesty being from Memphis.
Proceed to Arkansas 11. Then
Okay.
take the first left.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to get back on track. This is my second gig of the day coming up soon. That last one, it went really well. A lot of people tuned in, and I'm super grateful. But I got my GPS going now because I'm in a city I've never been in before. I'm in Des Arc, Arkansas. And I played piano for them today.
For about 23 miles, continue straight.
23 miles. Straight. Scat Rat says, now I'm saying, how do you feel about Pooh Shiesty since you're from Memphis? I don't really know much about Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty. Is he part of the, is he or she? I don't even know if it's a he or she or what. I don't know who this person is. Are they a, are they a rapper? Are they part of the 3-6 Mafia Hypnotized Minds crew? you got to respect them. They are some of the most creative rappers out there. They just decided to do their own thing way back in the 90s. They essentially created trap music. That's my opinion. Is that they essentially created trap music way back in the 90s, and they were mixing like their love of like horror films, like they were putting like samples from horror films in there. I think they're very creative. Do I vibe with it? No. When I was in high school, I did, because I liked to party, and I was from Memphis, and that's just what people did in high school. But I don't vibe with it because it's not my scene. I don't think, like, here's my opinion. I'm a working man, and I believe in honest work. I believe in, like, I'm not a gangster. I'm not a gangster, so I don't vibe with it. That's just me. But again, I don't really know Pooh Shiesty, so that's my opinion. Hey, Quad Shallot, thank you for joining. My name's Tim the Piano Man. I am just driving and chatting right now. I'm in between gigs. I've had an interesting day today. My first gig was at 10 a.m. and I had to drive an hour and 40 minutes to get there. And my second gig is an hour and 40 minutes away, but it's not home. So I played in Des Arc, Arkansas, and now I'm driving an hour and 40 minutes to Jonesboro, Arkansas. I was supposed to have 2 gigs in Jonesboro, but one of them canceled on me last minute. And it is what it is. But I also have a business where I book piano players in other communities, so I'm also an agent. I book piano gigs for other piano players, and today 2 of my dudes are playing piano. One of them in Memphis. I couldn't take the gig, so I gave it to another dude, another piano player, and then another one in Oxford, Mississippi. And I'm making a little bit of money off of each of those. So it's an interesting time in my business. Most of what I do is just me playing the piano. 60 gigs a month, each one about an hour, except for my weekend gigs. Yep, I play piano at retirement communities, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm from Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee has its own culture, its own vibe, and sometimes I'm in it, sometimes I'm out of it. Like my buddy Jack Simon, shout out Jack Simon, create your culture. However, you're not aware that that the culture is creating you, then you that's kind of your default. Hey, through the rural farmland now, and I think that my connection is going to be spotty, so I'm going to end the live stream. Thanks everybody for joining and subscribing. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in the next one around 2 p.m. Central Standard Time today. Thanks everybody. Bye.